It's day 23, it's May the 20th, and today I'm walking from Portloe to Mevagissey. It's only about 12 miles. It's quite hard, but shouldn't be too arduous. I'm very lucky to be joined once again by my lovely German friend Andrea.
Good morning.
And yeah, off we go. More later.
Bye.
I've only been walking for 2 minutes and I can't help but take a short video. Look at this. It's just like walking into heaven. Everything is perfect. We've got lots of wild flowers everywhere. The path is beautiful. And look at that view and the clouds and everything. Gorgeous. One of the things about the path is it gets overgrown, and you have lots of very aggressive plants left and right. And here's Lewis, who we've just met, who's got a job of cutting back all these kind of brambly things, and his dog. Good job, Lewis.
Thanks very much.
Beautiful coastal path, lots and lots of flowers, birdsong, very little entertainment unless you find a swing. Oh, she's fallen off. What fun. Lovely scenery as ever. The clouds are fabulous, all the trees are fabulous, a lake, and there is Carhays Castle. Look at that. Wonderful. Occasionally on the path you get lost. We have been lost for probably about 45 minutes. We've encountered 2 very large bulls. We've been hacking through undergrowth, and at last, I think Andrea is down there. We've refound the path. Take care. We are at Dodman Point, and rather oddly there's a religious cross here. I've seen that before with a religious inscription. However, an absolutely beautiful headland moment, beautiful sea, yachts out at sea, and you can see all the way around, and we are off in that direction. Lovely part again, and we've spotted some wildlife. So if you look down on the furthest rock right in the middle, the grey blob is a sea lion. It's going to hold it there, hope it moves. But great spot by Andrea. Well done.
Didn't complete yesterday, day 23. We walked to Mevagissey, and that was about 12.5 miles. Lovely walk, relatively easy, and we had enough time to see the beautiful Lost Gardens of Heligan. We're off today, it's day 24. We're going to walk from Mevagissey to Fowey, spelt F-O-W-E-Y. It's a long day. It's going to be 18-19 miles. It'll take us all day. Should be great. I'm here with the lovely Andrea.
Good morning.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Only been going a few minutes, and we've come out of Mevagissey, and we are looking at Penchewin Sands. For my family, this is where we stayed many times. Apparently now one of the most sought after camp and caravan sites in the whole country, and if Lindale and Sue are watching, we used to walk this up here and over up there to get an ice cream in Mevagissey. I can remember it. You can go miles and miles without seeing an acorn, and then suddenly they all come along at once. There's one, and then we go along and there's 2, and just in case you haven't seen that, there's another one. Looks like that one's been there a while. There's so much flora and fauna on the path. I could take videos forever, which I wouldn't want to do, but we've come across a really kind of interesting one. You've got these massive trees and they seem to be literally growing out of the rocks. You can see them there and you can see them there. I don't know what's happened there, but it's really beautiful. Every now and again you get a delightful surprise, and here we've got one. This says Al Rosick, 1903 to 1997, poet and historian, voice of Cornwall. This was the land of my content. We've just gone past Charlestown and now it's getting much more gentle and soft and meadow-like, and oh, my absolute favourite way of walking. Big grassy banks, very undulating, and we're going out over there, and I can't remember what it's called, but if you can see that tower, that is a beacon that they would light when there's a coronation. Mostly the path is very beautiful, and then every now and again, well, you get a little bit of industry. I don't know what's going on here, but it's certainly a fairly major project. And have you ever seen a pile of rocks like that? Spectacular. Okay, we're at Cribbin Head, which has a really beautiful vista. It's a little bit windy, but we also have what's probably my favourite tower on the whole path. Look at that. It's called a day marker, built in 1832. Wonder why they did that. Never underestimate a coastal mile. I'm on the section of the Southwest Coastal Path between Parr and Foy, the setting for a famous piece of our family folklore, when about 7 or 8 years ago I persuaded my 3 children to join me on this stretch of the coast. They were about 11, 10 and 8 at the time, and I thought it was going to be, I'd estimate it's going to be 3 to 4 easy miles, when actually it turned out to be 5 or 6 very stiff, very hard miles that took us somewhere between 4.5 and 5 hours. And poor old Eric was on his knees towards the end. The whole thing was exacerbated by my daughter Posy, who's always very kind of headstrong and assertive, who managed to send us off in the wrong direction up there. Do you remember that, Posy? That probably took us 40-50 minutes out of our way. Anyway, all's well that ends well, and I have to say to you, Posy, Daisy and Eric, love you lots, and actually having retraced my steps, this was a really, really hard walk. So, sorry again. Lots of love. Bye. How much nature can you get in one piece of growth on a wall? Look at this. You got this amazing creature here, and if you look in here, you got all these snails nesting as well. How amazing is nature? Getting close to Foy, and look at that beautiful old sailing boat, maybe a whaling boat or something. Looks like there's been a race or some kind of event on today. Entrance to the Foy estuary, and look at that, how beautiful is that? And that's the town of Foy up there. Should be in a few minutes. End of day 24. We've walked from Mevagissey to Foy, 18 miles, beautiful long day, and here we are in Foy, and wow, you know, there's many beautiful places in Cornwall, but this has to be one of the jewels. It's just a complete delight. We're very happy, lovely hotel, and off again tomorrow. See you soon. Bye. It's the start of day 25 and we're in Foy, and we're about to get on the Polruan ferry, which is down there, to walk to Seaton, about 15 miles.
quite sad to let this wonderful, wonderful town go. And there's Andrea, and off we go on the ferry.
Just get into different worlds. We're just on the Polruan ferry, and you know, you've got water taxis and all that lovely. So we've got sailing boats, and we're off over there on the ferry, and look at that. What a great sight. There's some kind of race or festival on of these old boats. Isn't that beautiful? Can't stop taking videos of them. Look at all this. Oh my god. Boy, and it's sailing maritime heritage. Perfect. What is it like actually walking the coastal path? Well, it's like this, although it varies immensely. Mostly you can have all kind of flora and fauna to your side. This is a bit barren, but you've nearly always got just really fantastic views. Bit of an overcast day today, out to sea, but if you look, you can see the path. There's a guy in red over there, and we're off that way and then out to that headland. We're a couple of miles outside Polperro. Another lovely day. It's improving. We're off up there. Great view of the path. There's Andrea. And every now and again, you just get something really odd on the path. Look at that. What's that? We think it's called a day marker, and one of the things used to signposting for ships. But crikey, look at the size of it. Imagine all that stuff had to be carried on the path. Every now and again on the path you get a down. So we're coming to a down, and what do you get after a down? Well, you get an up, 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 up. That is a big one. About 7 miles in, and we're coming into a lovely little village called Polperro, which hopefully we'll get a cup of tea. Got a lighthouse right out there, and look at that. These are such delightful little places. Polperro. We're on a bit of a path that's actually we're not supposed to be on because it's closed, but I'm always one for just clambering about, and there's some serious bit of fencing to stop us, but we've also had some serious amount of we're not going to be stopped by people before us. There you go. Can't stop the Southwest Coastal Path. We're coming into Looe, which has an unusual configuration. It's got a beach and like a harbour entry as well. So we're going over there, and there's West Looe and there's East Looe, and there should be a lovely bridge down there as well. So really charming little place, and having not seen much wildlife, at last we've got a seal. Look at that. Beautiful. If you're doing the coastal path, one of my top tips would be don't bother looking at the weather forecast. When I looked quite a few days ago what it was going to be like on these few days, it was all full of cloud and rain, and look at it now. It's an absolutely beautiful summer's day. It must be 22, 23 degrees. It's warm, there's butterflies, bees, and just a glorious end as we come towards Seaton.
End of day 25, and the coastal path never fails to impress. It surprises, it delights, it's just a joy. We've done about 46 miles, we think, maybe a bit more. We've had villages, we've had towns, we've had ups and downs, we've had diversions, we've got lost. It's very, very beautiful. We're in a place called Seaton now, Seaton in Cornwall, not to be confused with Seaton in Devon. It's a lovely place. You can kind of see it behind me. And slightly kind of sad because the next trip we'll be going into Devon and I'll be leaving my beloved Cornwall behind. But big thanks to Andrea once again, and we're off. Bye.
Bye-bye.